This is a breaking news alert from 24-hour News 8.
All the people there are cool. They don't suspect anything.
Yeah, apparently no one really had any interaction with Josh.
Now at noon, breaking news from the city of Grand Rapids.
5 recorded phone calls between city police officers about a, quote, hammered prosecutor's car crash. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Susan Shaw.
I'm Emily Leonard, and we have team coverage this noon, breaking down these calls that were never meant to be reported. 24-hour News 8's Heather Walker is live downtown. She just asked the police chief some tough questions about this recording. You'll hear that in a moment.
But first, let's get to Barton Dieters walking us through this never-before-heard phone conversation. Barton?
Well, today a judge ordered the city of Grand Rapids to release about 15 minutes of audio recordings on a line Grand Rapids police officers believed was not recorded. It shows how 3 officers, Adam Ickes, Lieutenant Matthew Janiski, and Sergeant Thomas Warwick, reacted when they came into contact with former assistant prosecutor Josh Kuiper. Kuiper was driving the wrong way on a one-way street. He crashed into a parked car, injuring a man, and admitted he was drinking. The crash happened just after midnight on November 19th. Kuiper was approached by Officer Ickes. He was given a series of tests but was not given a breathalyzer. Sergeant Warwick ended up driving Kuiper home, giving him a ticket for driving the wrong way. But in the weeks after the crash, it came to light that police had discussed the incident on a line that was believed to be unrecorded, but was in fact allegedly inadvertently recorded. Now we have those recordings, and it is clear that the officer, the sergeant, as well as former Lieutenant Janiski, worked to keep Kuiper from getting in too much trouble.
Let's pass them. If we can. If we can't, we can't, Adam. We're not going to get...
No, I get it. Yeah.
I'd like to pass them on sobriety if we could.
All right, I'll do what I can.
Now it's clear from the recordings that police believe that Kuiper had been drinking. The profanity-laden recordings include discussions of how they can keep the matter away from the eyes of the public and from those who might want to dig further into the story.
He got through the alphabet, hand dexterities were okay. He said he couldn't do the 1-foot stand because his knees were not great, so I skipped that one, and then we did walk and turn, which wasn't awful at all. So I've got 2 that were passable, 1 that wasn't good.
Okay, how much has everybody seen there?
They're way down tending to this other guy.
Now, Janiski was fired while Ickes and Warwick kept their jobs, but these recordings reveal that Janiski did not act alone. We will continue to analyze these recordings at 5 and 6. We'll look more at the implications of their being made public, and we're working to post a transcript of appropriate parts of these recordings. They'll be online soon. In the newsroom, Barton Dieters, 24-hour News 8.
Okay, Barton, thank you for that.
These recordings are a black eye for the police department, and 24-hour News 8's Heather Walker just talked to the chief about how he's dealing with it. Heather, what did he say?
Yeah, after listening to those recordings, it is clear that those officers involved did not want anyone to see, to hear, or know anything about what happened that night and the way that they handled Kuiper's crash. Of course, like you said, a black eye in the department does not make the Grand Rapids Police Department look good, but I just spoke with the chief moments ago in an interview, and he tells me that that is not a reflection of the department. But of course, after reading over and listening to these, it's hard to believe that it's just these 3 officers involved in this type of cover-up culture.
Have a good day.
I think the most troubling part beyond the statements themselves is that there are multiple people involved, and at no point did any one of them say, wait, let's not do this, this is wrong. Everyone went along with it as if this is normal. I guess, what is being done to make sure that this culture ends?
Well, to that question, I would repeat again the actions that have been taken when we identified the issue. So,
I understand the discipline.
Right, but sure. So,
but is there anything else? Like, have there been meetings with everyone? Just, I don't know.
Yeah, there's not a person in this department, sworn or unsworn, who doesn't recognize the gravity of the situation that we're in, and just what a punch to the gut to our credibility this incident has been. So we're definitely redoubling our efforts in terms of ensuring that all our actions, public and private, reflect well in this department, reflect well on our character, and reflect well in this community.